Hey guys, what's up? So I'm just going for a walk today, and I thought I'd explain a little concept I want to talk about. So this one is just going to be a short kind of vlog on how hell is actually something that is here on earth. Likewise, heaven is here on earth too. So I think a lot of humans have been living in a hell on earth. And hell and heaven is actually just a mind state. So, a lot of us, we kind of think that heaven or hell is a different place, right? So, a lot of people think you die, you either go to heaven or you go to hell. But realize that everything is existing now in eternity, and so is heaven and hell. So, hell is just your mind state, right? Or you can actually be living a heaven on earth. And how this exists is that hell is thoughts, fears, and beliefs. And a lot of us have actually been living hell. A lot of this earth, for the longest time, we have been in hell because so many people live in fear and are doing things they hate for their life. There's so much war, so much violence, so much death, and so much killing. That is all really just a description of hell. Eternal suffering is what we've been in for so long. Humans have been suffering for lots and lots of time. We suffer in ways of, well, just so many people are generally sad and depressed. And that's because so much killing goes on. Just wanted to make sure we're actually recording. So much violence goes on. So much hate is in this world. And all that hate is kind of just like a reflection of the inside of the hell in us, because we've been raised to belief. We've been raised with the beliefs that we must be making so much money to actually be happy, but then we give away our life to literally we sign in contracts that I will give away my freedom to make money, and that money is for someone else's gain, for someone else's power. A lot of us work for other people, so that in a way is almost like signing a contract with the devil, saying I'm going to give away my personal freedoms to give this entity, this corporation, power, and that power is the money, and they get that by taking your soul, right? Because your freedom is really just your soul. Your soul is your true essence, and they take your true essence and they diminish that, right? That's what we've been doing for so long. So then what is heaven, right? If that is hell, if what I explained is hell, suffering on earth, right? Suffering here right now is hell, then what's heaven? Well, heaven is being free. Heaven is being your true self. Heaven is everlasting joy. And see, so many people, like religions say that you have to be a good person your whole life to get to heaven. But what heaven really is your mindset right here, right now. So basically, what you're believing and what you're saying will give you heaven or hell. Literally, what you say, your word, actually creates either heaven or hell in this life. Your word is the most powerful thing. Your word can either be poison, and it can create black magic that brings people down. And I understand this sounds esoteric, and if you're listening, you already are either kind of spiritual, or you just hear truth in what you're saying. You don't have to be spiritual to hear the truth in what I'm saying right now. So the words that you say, they either spread poison or spread love to people, and that creates either a common belief of hell or a common belief of heaven. When you take something personally, that can create hell because you are thinking that person actually hates you. But see, heaven on earth, real heaven is just pure bliss, pure joy, pure love. Doing what's setting you free, feeling so good, feeling so euphoric about everyday life. That is heaven on earth. And in this time, we're going from a transition of hell to heaven. See, we've been living on hell on earth for thousands of years because of so much ongoing suffering, so much war, so much poverty, so much starvation, people spreading hate with the word, people spreading false ideas, false beliefs of what life should be, has been creating a hell on earth. Right now, with everything that's going on earth, with this quarantine, we're seeing all that structure starting to break down. So we are at the epitome of the breaking point where everything's going to start crumbling, and we see how that's already happening, right? Just like a domestic relationship, a domestic abuse relationship ends in probably the worst scene you could ever imagine, but then it finally ends and both parties are free. Earth is kind of at that end of its domestic abuse relationship, right? Where the hell, the living hell, is getting brought to the forefront. We're being forced to face our fears. We have to face ourselves. But we're actually going into heaven on earth. See, after this, there's going to be two choices. You can take the blue pill or the red pill after this, right? And the blue pill is kind of going to be, well, you still believe that you have to work for other people. Still believe we need control. And the blue pill is you still believe you need suffering. You still use the word for hatred. But the red pill is going to actually set you free. This is sounding esoteric, but realize that The Matrix, the movie The Matrix, has anyone ever seen it? Is actually like real life. Where if you take a blue pill, you are a slave to the system. You never question your beliefs. But if you take the red pill, you see life for what it really is. And you can start living heaven on earth. So, after this time of the COVID-19, you're going to have your choice to either take the blue pill or the red pill. My advice is to really just let love guide the way. And do what you feel is really bringing out freedom and bringing out life in you. I'm walking around here, like, don't be afraid to be judged, for example. Like, I'm walking around here and I'm saying all this stuff and people are just walking by and stuff. And I see them look at me, but I just keep talking out loud, that sort of stuff. Like, don't be afraid to be free, because when you're free, you're living yourself and you are actually literally experiencing pure bliss, pure heaven on earth. So, yeah, I don't know, I kind of wanted to share just my thoughts and kind of what hell actually is and heaven actually is. Just to summarize, that heaven is your mind state. Right now, it exists right now, right here. You're either living in a hell or a heaven, right here, right now. So when you let love guide your way, you do what makes you free, and you don't worry about money. You don't worry about what people are saying. You're going to be living in heaven, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. So just what you got to do is, 1, be yourself. 2, subscribe to this channel, because it's getting awfully loud and I might have to cut this off so you can hear more messages in the future if you subscribe and hit the bell. It doesn't matter too much to me, but as I'm growing, you're growing, and vice versa, so it'd be cool if you could follow that journey. Be yourself, take the red pill, and dive deep into questions. Question everything. Question your beliefs. Question to what you agree to be what life should be. Question that. and then just let love guide your way, and you will transcend this dream of hell into a dream of heaven. Because we're seriously just constantly dreaming. Our beliefs create what we think life should be. An artist has a whole different set of beliefs than an office person, an administrator. And that set of beliefs that the artist lives creates their life. And their life is obviously totally different. The way they talk to people is different than an office administrator, right? So just be your true self and don't be afraid, because the fear of being yourself is literally living hell on this earth. It's suffering because you're not you. You're not you if you're suffering and not being yourself, and you're not truly free, not doing things you like. That would be living in hell. But living a heaven on earth is being your true self, doing what you love each and every single day, not being afraid to be judged, and spreading love with your words. Peace out, and share this with people because it's a good message and you know it's true. Peace.